There are 5 reasons retiring at 62 might not be the best decision for the majority of people receiving Social Security benefits. And this is the same exact advice I gave my father. The first one is the most obvious, which is that the less you have in savings, the more you need to get back from Social Security benefits. If you retire at 62, you only receive 70% of the full benefit when you turn 67. And if you do make it to your 70s, you're really gonna wish that you received a bigger benefit. Now for my father, he didn't have much in savings. So of course it was worth it for him to wait and postpone and take the biggest benefit he possibly could, especially with our family's health history, which is actually pretty good. And he knew that was the best thing for him was to wait until he's 65, which is now the new 67. So you have to just plan that out accordingly. The second one follows from the first, which is that the longer you wait, the more your spouse will receive in benefits. The spousal benefits are tied in directly to the higher earner. So if you're making more money, they will receive more money when you wait. And this can equal hundreds of thousands of dollars over both of your lifetimes. So here's something very, very important. When you reach 65 years old, your average life expectancy is not 77. It's actually 84 if you're a male and 86 if you're a female, which means most likely one of you are going to hit 90 years old or older. That rate's about 50% if you're still married. My grandmother's 94 and she's still doing great. So trust me, this happens a lot more frequent than you think, and having that big benefit is really, really important. It still helps her a lot. The third is a math question. And this is very important because you have to understand there's a big component of math to this third part. You look at your retirement account since the year 2000. The average rate of growth for the majority of people was 7%. And if you factor in broker fees, it's actually about 5.7% because they get 1% a year. Now, Social Security benefits go from 70% to 100% if you can wait 5 years. Now that's a guaranteed return of 6% every year plus the increased rate of your cost of living expenses. Now you have no guarantees in the market, but you have a guarantee with Social Security. So with that being said, all you have to do is take on a sheet of paper all of the benefits you're going to get if you waited versus taking money out of your retirement account. This is to be done with a calculator, financial advisor, financial strategist. Don't take it lightly, but in many cases, it can actually be better to dip into your retirement accounts and build your Social Security account. The fourth is considering a hybrid retirement, which means you may take some part of your Social Security benefits and continue working. And then once you reach a cap in your retirement, you're gonna go over that cap, your benefits are actually going to go away by a portion. So as you break the cap, for every $2 you earn, you're gonna lose $1 in benefits. Now that's not a big deal, but it's added back to your Social Security benefits. So as you age, your benefits continue to grow. As a matter of fact, my favorite teacher growing up in elementary school, he said that he was bored out of his mind in retirement. I met him at a pizza shop and he said it was better for him to go back and start teaching and enjoy himself. The best thing for him is it increased his Social Security benefits. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of clients who do part-time work at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, and they're very happy. So what does that mean for you? If you want to receive Social Security benefits and work a little bit, the taxes are confusing. I'm not going to tell you that it's not. I'm a lame accountant. I know all that dumb stuff, but you have to understand that can actually supercharge your Social Security benefits because once you go over the cap, you receive less Social Security benefit today, but it's added back to your benefits as it grows. So don't worry if you break over the cap, it's actually a good thing. Now the fifth is that you have enough guaranteed income for life from other sources. Notice that I didn't say assets, I said income. So a pension was very common until the 1980s. Now, for most people, having that pension was their guarantee for a life that they had money that they could never outlive. Now, the only way to do that today is through Social Security, a pension, which is only now 16% of people, or a guaranteed lifetime annuity. This is what Shaquille O'Neal did and Babe Ruth, so don't think it's that uncommon. People with pensions or guaranteed lifetime income from annuities are happiest, and there are studies proving this. Now, why? Because they know every single month, month after month, that money just keeps coming in and they can never outlive it. They can never get sued. They can never get swindled. They're not worried about the market crashing. So if you cover all your basic expenses, you're fine. Babe Ruth lived during the Great Depression. He wasn't worried. Now think of that. If that was you, could you live through that? So when you think of it from that perspective, you have to have all your necessary expenses paid, and then your Social Security can just be ancillary. It can just be helping what you already have covered. Now the best economists in the world have determined there's only one way to never outlive your money outside of a pension or Social Security, which to convert some of it into guaranteed lifetime income. Now, Keep as much money in the market as you possibly can for growth, but for longevity risk, you need to take your longevity risk off your table, and that is your biggest risk, which is longevity. Now, if you have a pension, you're already enjoying it, that's fine. You don't need anything else. But for the rest of you, that's a good consideration for cash flow. That's what its function is. It's an additional cash flow that you can count on month after month, guaranteed. So now you can say that all your bills are covered, and you know that when you go through that process of going through your bills, you're not worried if they can get covered. You can actually sleep well at night, and you can tick that box saying you're retired without any worries. Now this is trivia time here. Which one of those did you like the most? And which one did you like the least above, and why? Tell me why, comment down below. And as important as it is to know when to receive Social Security benefits, it's actually the most important to have an optimal retirement. And this video will explain what I consider to be the most optimal retirement right now.